Let's get started. Okay, so we are going to Nearpod. I'll be right with you, Emmy. We're going to Nearpod. So here is the code, but I will share the link in just a few. So the first thing we're going to do is, let's see, I've got Emmy, Mackenzie, Olmo, Benito, Addie, Ruby, Leon. I see Isaac and Asa's joining us. So is there anybody here who has not been a teacher helper before? Olmo? All right, I see that hand. So let's try our substitute. Olmo, ready? Go for it.
Participate, be respectful, be on time, all microphones muted, no talking when the teacher's talking. Include name in the Zoom window, stay seated and eyes on Miss Cruz.
Wow, that was fabulous. Thank you. All right, so we now know our promise. Please remember to keep your promise. And our weekly spotlight, friends. Ooh, guess what? Someone's going to choose a game today. Mr. Leon. So we better hurry up and get through our lesson. Leon, for being an awesome Zoom promise keeper. Isaac for amazingly detailed responses, and Feyruza for working hard. Now, back to you, Olmo. What is today?
Today is Tuesday, January 19th, 2023.
Fabulous. Thank you very much. Oh, and Ava just joined us. Ava, I'm sorry, we had a substitute. Maybe you can do it again in a week or so, maybe next week or the following, okay? All right. Thank you for joining us. January birthdays are Carter. Carter's here and Michael. Happy birthday to those two friends for the whole month of January. What are we doing today? We better hurry up and get started. Oop, do I hear anybody unmuted? Check your mute buttons. Our learning target. Check your mute button. Check your mute button. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. There it is. Our learning target. What are we doing today? Explore the addition of two whole numbers with sums up to 1,000. Explore also subtraction. We're just going to touch on subtraction, just talk about it a little bit. Our main focus today is going to be adding. What are our next steps? We need to be able to plot, order, and compare numbers up to 1,000. So we'll talk about that another day. Now, that's your next steps, though, so be prepared. All right, let me go grab the link so everyone can join our Nearpod today. And I'm grabbing it now. I'll be right with you. Here it comes. It's coming to everybody. Okay, there it is. Okay, no worries. Thank you. All right, so everybody's got the link and we'll get started. I already have 6 friends in and you can join at any time. Now, you might need, are you ready for this? A piece of paper and pencil or even a whiteboard might work because we're going to have an opportunity for you to show off your work, okay? I would like everybody to participate today in this math lesson. Some of you are going to be very familiar with the lesson today. But we need a poll. We need a self-assessment. What do you already know about adding 3-digit numbers? A, I know a lot about this topic. I can explain it to others. B, 3-digit numbers adding. I need a little more practice. I know some details. I know some strategies. C, help. I need more practice and lots of help with this topic to learn. Go ahead and choose your answer. Everyone should be responding. Everyone who's in the Nearpod, and if not, you can always type in the chat. Yeah, your responses. Okay, thank you. Oh, look at you guys being so honest. Well, we're going to have some opportunities to discuss this too. Talk about what we need to work on. All right. So thank you for sharing. And let's see what we're doing next. Oh, okay. Well, we have our question. Adding tens and hundreds without regrouping. We're not going to regroup today. Whoa, Mrs. Cruz, are you serious? Well, maybe we will, but That's not our main focus. Our main focus today is modeling. Everybody strike a model pose. That's not the type of model I'm talking about. I'm talking about models where you draw and to represent the value of numbers. Okay, so down here on the bottom, look at this this double T chart. It's got hundreds, tens, and ones. Notice how they are drawing their hundreds, tens, and ones. I noticed a couple of our friends, don't want to say who it is, but they're drawing the hundreds, the tens, and the ones. They all look the same. What? They all look like tens? Or they all look like ones? No, they should kind of be modeled differently, don't you think? Now, the other thing I want to mention is our open number line. We're going to work a lot on our open number line today to show and model how to add 3-digit numbers. Okay. Time to discuss. Emmy? Oh, Emmy had her hand up earlier, and then I'll come to Mackenzie, okay? Emmy, go ahead. I'm not sharing my screen. You saved me again.
That's what I was just about to say.
Thank you. You guys should be paramedics. You save people. Thank you. The best students ever. All right, let's discuss. You can see it now? You see it now? Awesome. Okay, we're all in it together now. So let's discuss. It's time for us to choose a partner. Yeah. And you're going to look very carefully. I want you to literally throw your eyeballs at the screen and analyze this model. This model, because I think there's a boo-boo. So you and a partner are going to talk about what you notice and see if there's any misconceptions or mistakes or things I need to change or fix. All right, so let me look around at my friends who are, wow, I have a big class today. Asa, choose your partner. Asa, quick, we gotta go. Choose your partner. I'll choose him for you if you don't hurry. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Benito. Nope, too late. Asa and Benito, quick, unmute. Talk about what you notice. Go.
Okay. So, can you notice anything wrong?
You don't notice anything wrong.
I think I did something wrong.
Okay, what do you think, Asa?
I think the hundreds are wrong.
Okay. Why? Keep talking.
The tens, there's no 2 tens to add to 20. There's only 1 10 and 2 ones.
Benito, do you see that?
Yeah.
Do you agree?
Yeah.
So what's missing?
So, let's see.
He said that there's a 10 missing.
10 is the 10 leaves are missing.
Okay. Thank you for sharing, guys. I appreciate you. What would happen if we didn't add enough tens? That's an interesting thought. All right, hands up. Who wants to go next? Ooh, let's see. I see Carter. Hi, Carter. Birthday boy. Who do you want? And you have 10 seconds to choose a person. Quick. 2, 3, 4. Leon, unmute the two of you guys and just talk about, do you think that model represents the equation or no?
Yeah.
Keep talking.
I see what's wrong is that 200 plus 40 270 plus 422 doesn't equal 682.
Oh, so the sum isn't even right. Oh, is that because we messed up the model?
Yep.
What do you think, Leon?
Yeah, I think you messed up the model.
Okay. All right, do you agree with the other two friends that there's a 10 missing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Thank you guys for sharing. Is there anybody?
Welcome.
Thank you. Is there anybody here who would like to talk about how I started the equation on the number line? Ooh, Emmy. Choose a friend, Emmy. You have 10 seconds.
Ruby.
All right. You and Ruby unmute. Let's talk. How did I set it up? Okay. Could I have done anything to make it more efficient or fast? Faster?
Yeah.
What could I have done? They're looking. Look at them looking.
You could have put the one second. You could have put like the number here.
Oh, okay. Okay. So I could have put the sum there. When I look down at the number line, Ruby and Emmy, could I have started differently? That might have made it a little faster, more efficient. I've started differently. Go ahead, Ruby.
I think since 422 is the bigger number, is the greater number than is greater than 270, I think you should have started with 222.
Okay, Emmy, what do you think?
I think you're right.
Why is starting with the greater number a good idea?
Because you can go down. Because you can eliminate the rest of the number.
Oh, that's an interesting thought. Have you guys ever heard the word
You can add up.
No, thank you. Thank you, guys. You can mute up. Let me ask you all a question. Has anybody here, raise your hand if you've ever heard the word efficient before? Efficient, efficiency, efficient. Efficient means to do it faster, better, more quickly, more correctly. That's what efficient means. I taught all my first graders that last year. Efficient. Find the best and fastest way to solve the problem. Well, if we start with the low number, then we have way too many jumps to do. Way too many jumps. If I had started with 422, then I could just flip the numbers around, right? And I just start with the greater number, like our two friends just suggested. Start at 422, and then I only have 200s to jump. Isn't that interesting? So that might be an efficient way to do it. All right, thank you for discussing. Let's move on. We'll have more opportunities for talking for a moment, but it's thinking so slowly. What do you wonder? What do you already know? Type something about what you already know, what you want to know, or what you're wondering about. This is called a KWL. What do you know? What do you want to know? What are you wondering about? What do you want to learn about 3-digit numbers? Don't talk about space. Talk about 3-digit numbers, modeling addition on an open number line, or using place value models. Anything? Ooh, let's see. I've got to approve some stuff. Let's see. Oh, Emmy says, I want to know everything. Do you mean you know everything or you want to know everything? Oh, Leon's wondering about whether or not his answer is correct. Okay. What else? Anybody else have any thoughts about what they already know, what they want to know or learn, or what they're still wondering about? Oh, look at that. Oh, Ben, I love that because a lot of kids don't know what a hundreds model looks like. It's kind of like a giant waffle. It has 10 tall 10 frames or 100 baby 1 units connected together. It just looks like a big square. Now this giant one, is that 100? Is that a 10? Is that a 1? Or is it even bigger? Who knows what this giant one is that Benito shared with us? That big cube. What is it, Ruby?
It's 1,000.
That's right. Wow. Who thought they would be adding up to 1,000 already in 2nd grade? Oh, look at this, guys. Great job. So we're talking about using a number line. Some of you already know how to use it. Some of you need to know a little bit more. And just like what we talked about in the last slide, maybe we make some mistakes and we need to figure out a better or more efficient way. All right, let's move on. Oh, I missed something. Back up. I saw something. I want to see it again. Back up, Mrs. Cruz. There it is. I want to hear what Asa said.
I want to know
A
everything.
three-digit
Do
number
you know everything
is
or you want to know everything?
800 that has
Oh,
a
Leon's
10.
wondering about whether or not
100,
his answer is
and
correct.
1.
Okay.
Thank you, Asa. I agree. Thank you very much for sharing. All right, so what we're going to do real quickly is a very fast video about adding three-digit numbers.
So I have
using
two
place
numbers
value
here that I want
models.
to add together. The first number is 327, and that means 3 hundreds. I have a 3 in the...
While you're watching this, I want you to notice if you do any of the same types of models. Do you solve it the same way? Okay, that's what you're looking for. Keep looking.
In the hundreds place, and you see them right over here. You see the 3 hundreds. Each of these big squares have 100 little squares in them. So 3 of them is going to be 3 hundreds. And then I have 2 tens.
2 tens.
2 tens. The 2 is in the tens place.
There they
so
are.
This is the 2 tens right over here.
How many ones?
And then I have 7 ones. The 7 is in the ones place. 7 is in the ones place. And you see the 7 ones. 7 ones right over there. Now, this is 3 hundreds, 2 tens, and 7 ones, or 327.
Notice it doesn't say 300 hundreds. 300 hundreds. Can you imagine how many waffles that would be? No, there's only 3 hundreds, 3 of them, 2 of the tens and 7 of the ones. That's a misconception, a boo-boo that some kids make. They say that there's like 300 hundreds or 20 tens. There's only 2 of them. Okay, now we have our first addend on top. What are they going to do next?
Now to that, I want to add 251, or another way of thinking about it is I want to add 2 hundreds, because the 2 is in the hundreds place. 2 hundreds, 100.
How many
200.
tens?
50 is the same thing as 5 tens. We see a 5
Not
in the tens
50
place.
tens, it's only 5 of them.
Do that same color. 5 tens right over here.
And how many
1 10,
ones?
2 tens, 3 tens, 4 tens, 5 tens.
Yep,
And then
that's
finally,
right. Hi,
I have
Frank.
a 1 in the ones place. So that just means
Yep.
1, 1.
Only one
You
unit.
See that right
One
over
little
there.
baby, 1.
This
And you
is
model with
1,
a tiny square. Now,
1.
I know this looks a little strange. You don't have to draw all those lines. Don't take all the time to draw the lines in the hundreds. Just draw a square. Don't take all the time to draw little tiny lines in your tens. Just draw a rod, just a quick line, a long, tall line. And your ones shouldn't be fancy. They should just be little could be like little circles. Circles are probably best. Okay, finishing up. What do you think is going to happen next? That's my next question. Who thinks, do you have your paper? Do you have your whiteboard? If we add those hundreds, the tall tens, and the ones together, 327 plus 251, what is the sum? And then we'll check our answer. Now, if we go back, I don't want to go back because it'll mess you up, but if we went back and we drew all of those models, wouldn't it be easy just to count up how many hundreds, tens, and ones? Or even smarter, count the ones first, then count the tens, then count the hundreds. I always do my math in reverse. So just in case I need to regroup. Carter, do you need the link to log in to Nearpod? Do you need the link? Because you can write this on a piece of paper and just hold it up to the screen, you know, if you can't join. 327 plus 251. Whoa! Look, we have some efficiency going on. People are already starting to, oh, there's Isaac's. There's Addie's. Oh, we're going to check our answer in just a moment. Anybody here drawing their hundreds, tens, and ones? Are you doing the model? Olmo is. Who likes to draw waffles in the morning? And tall tens, and don't eat them, just draw them. And baby ones. Ooh, let's see. We have some answers coming up. I see answers that are kind of all the same. That's a good sign. Unless we all made the same misconception. I don't think so. Wow. So good. Now, oh, look at that, Carter. Thank you. That matches. Oop, that almost matches. That almost matches everyone else's. Oh, Benito's got a little different answer. I wonder who's going to have it right. And is sure that they added the ones, the tens, and the hundreds to get their sum. The first add end is 327. Make sure they're in order. And the second add end is 251. Ooh, we got some different answers popping up. Okay, so you guys ready? Even if you're not, it's okay. Let's stop here and continue to check our answer. Yeah, you're going to be the teacher and check your answer now. Ready? Watch.
So we have 7 ones, and to that we're going to add 1 1. So how many ones is that going to be? Well, 7 ones plus 1 1 is going to be 8 ones. You see it here, 7, and then you have an 8th one. So 8 ones.
Ooh.
7 plus 1
In
is
your
8.
sum, do you have 8
Now let's
ones?
look at the tens. I had 2 tens. Now I'm going to add 5 more tens. You put them all together, you're going to have 7 tens.
Just count them
2
up.
tens plus 5 tens, you're going to have 7 tens.
Check your tens place. Do you have 7?
And then finally, if you have 3 hundreds and you add 2 more hundreds, how
Just
many
count
hundreds
the
are you
waffle,
going to have?
the hundreds.
Well,
1,
you're
2,
going to
3,
have 5
4,
hundreds.
5.
You see these 5 groups of 100 right over here.
Who has 5
You're gonna put a
hundreds in their
5
sum?
in the hundreds place. So 327 plus 251
Okay,
is
no problem, Ava.
578. 5 hundreds, 7 tens, and 8 ones.
Yeah, that's it, guys. If you how does this strategy relate? We can just talk about this. Oh, if you got 578, kiss your brain. Mwah. If you did not, you can go back and try it again and understand, oh, wait a minute, I did something wrong. One of the best things about math is finding your mistakes. We learn from our mistakes, okay? So don't put the answer in here. This is actually a new question. I want you to think about this. We don't have time to talk about it. I want you to think about it. How does that strategy of drawing your hundreds, tens, and ones relate to an open number line? How is it similar to an open number line? An open number line, get ready. We're going to do that next. We are also going to model our problem on an open number line. So hold on, it's coming up very slowly. This is a fill in the blank answer first. Oh, look, I have the answers on the screen. Oh, Miss Cruz. I'll read it. It says, the problem, 327 plus 251, has a sum of, put your sum in, and then they say, how many tens, hundreds, tens, and ones. So it says, which is the same as blank hundreds, blank tens, and blank ones. So the sum, 578. In the next sentence, or it says, which is the same, they just want you to say how many hundreds, tens, and ones is in 578. Then it says, another way to write 578 is showing the expanded form. Pull it apart, show the true value. What is 5 hundreds actually mean? So we are going to write what we say. 578. That's expanded. You can actually write what you say. Isn't that cool? And that shows the true value of what 5 hundreds is, the value of 7 tens, and the value of 8 baby ones. So everybody got your answer in? If you didn't do it yet, it's okay. Practice that. Practice not only saying a 3-digit number, modeling it, showing how many hundreds, tens, and ones, and then showing the expanded true value of it. Pull it apart, 500 plus, 70 plus 8. Okay. Now practice that on your own. It's a great after dinner exercise. Now, the last thing we're going to do today, before we have our Leon game, okay, is we are going to model it very quickly on an open number line. So I need all eyeballs on the screen. This is kind of a long video. I'm not going to show it all. I just want you to see it. Okay. Remember the
168
misconception
plus
earlier?
476.
Look at
Now,
the
one
problem.
thing that we learned.
What should we do? What should we do? Start with the say it. Say it.
Babies. Bigger number.
That's right.
Bigger
Which
number.
one's bigger? Which one's greater?
Bigger numbers.
Bigger number. 876.
Woohoo. Okay,
Always
let's see
start
if
with
they
the
do
bigger
it.
number. It just makes for less work.
Watch,
It's less
watch,
jumps,
just look,
stuff
look,
to do
look.
on your number
What's she
line.
gonna start with then?
So the
Did she
reason why there's
listen?
not a bunch of little lines on our number line is why it's called an open number line. It allows us as our mathematician to be able to add big jumps that we want to instead of making a bunch of one little jumps 368 times, because that would take forever. So we're going to start with that bigger number, 476. I'm going to use my
She
pen and I'm going to
listened.
start it down here
She
on my
listened.
left-hand side. And the reason why I'm starting it down here is because we're adding. So we know that we need to be making our jumps up our number line because we're adding more numbers.
Okay,
So I'm
watch
going
for
to
it.
add my number,
She's slow, but she's getting there.
476, the bigger number we're going to start with. We're going to go ahead and do our jumps. Now, if you look at 368 here, I color coded it and I broke it into our place value. So I made our hundreds red, our tens place green, and our ones place blue. That's just going to
that's
make
a great
it easier
strategy.
for
Who's
you
looking?
to
Who's
follow
looking?
along
Who's
as I'm
looking?
showing you how to jump on our
How
number
many
line.
hundreds will she jump? How many hundreds will she jump? Show me with your fingers. How many hundreds will she jump? No, just only this many. How many? Oh, 3. She's going to jump 300s. How many tens will she jump? Show me with your finger. How many tens will she jump? 6 tens. How many baby ones will she jump? Oh, that's right, Addie. Very good. Yep. If you guys got that, she started with the greater number, so she'd only had to jump 3 tens instead of 4. If you start with the lower number, then you have more jumps to make. So start with the greater number. It's called the commutative property. You can just flip them around. Flip them around. Okay? Flip them around. Now, let's watch. We're going to scooch all the way and see how she does.
If we're not careful. And it's just because we're running out of space on our number line, which happens a lot.
Yes, it does.
Now we're going to do our 8s. So we're going to jump by our 1s.
Oh, wait, let's look at it. Look, look, look. She did the hundreds. How many hundreds did she do? Show me again. Yes. How many tens did she jump? Did she add? Count your tens. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then now the last thing she's going to do is add her 1. She's not finished. Notice there are no numbers underneath yet. Do you see that? She hasn't filled in the numbers underneath. She's only showing the jumps first. Isn't that interesting? Okay, let's scooch forward. There she is finishing up. What's our next step? After she does the jumps for the hundreds, the tens, and the ones, what do we do next? Do we count the jumps, label the numbers, or have a snack? What? No, Emmy, we can't have a snack, can we? How about after? You have to make me a snack too. So, some people are saying you need to count how many jumps. Some people are saying it's time to label the numbers. Let's see what she says. You guys ready? I don't know. Let's find out. What do you think the next thing? Next? Oh, she's putting in the numbers. Look down here. Now she's counting on 476. 576. What do you think comes next? 676. Another 100? 776. Stop. Now it's time to add our tens. And she actually regroups here because when you get to a certain point, you end up in the 800s. Oh no. Okay, keep looking. Who's not looking? I'm going to get you. I'm going to eat you for my snack. Keep looking.
And instead of making the numbers on every tiny one of these lines, which you can see I had a hard time with my tens, why don't we just count where it lands on our
Now,
number line.
I've
And
seen people do that, and I'm encouraging you to write your numbers down. Okay. If I see a lot of numbers missing on your number line, I take points off. If I see most of your numbers and I understand that you just can't fit them all, then I'm not going to take any points. I'm just going to remind you. You can also write sideways. Look how she wrote the numbers sideways. Can you all turn sideways for me? Look how she wrote the numbers to squeeze them in. She wrote them sideways. So you could try that too. All right. Now let's scooch on and find out what the sum of, oh, guys, can you work it out? Can you work it out on your paper? What is the sum of 368 plus 476 on your whiteboards or your markers? Go. And then we'll check our answer, see if we're right. Ooh, there goes Ava. Ooh, there goes Carter. Ruby's working it out. There's Ben. Look at Addie. Such concentration. 368 plus 476. It's a regrouper. I didn't promise I wouldn't regroup. It's just not our main focus today. Ooh, there goes Isaac. He's working hard. Whoa, Asa already has it? Asa, you already got it? You can put it in the chat or you can hold it up to the screen. Ooh, that's awesome. Okay, we're almost done. Oh, look at Mackenzie. She already has her answer. Hold it a little. Oh, she's still working on it. Okay. Ooh, I see an answer. We're going to check it. I'll give everybody about 10 more seconds. Here comes another one. There's Mackenzie's answer. I see it in the chat. You can also hold it up to the screen. Look at you guys, so efficient. Ooh, look at Leon working it out on his paper. Ooh, Addie's got an answer. Hey, that's the same answer Mackenzie got. What did Emmy get? Ooh, look at her jumping on her number line. Love it. I have a couple of different strategies. Everybody's go-to seems to be the vertical equations, but we need to be able to do it on, using other strategies. It's okay, Ava. Almo's got a different answer. Oh, Isaac, hold it closer, 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 closer. Yeah, okay. Ooh, I see that. Ooh, you got the same answer as Emmy and Addie. All right, guys, time to check your answer. Get ready. Drum roll, please. Here it is.
it lands on, and I'm going to use my rainbow.
There it is. What'd she
My number
get?
got really wonky there, didn't it? But our answer is 844.
If you got 844, you got it. Now you don't have to answer this. Think about this one. How can you check your work? If you didn't get the right answer, how can you go back and try it a different way? What? A different way? Maybe if you see that, oh, wait a minute, I didn't get it the right answer. I didn't get it the same as everyone else. Maybe I need to go back and check it. Maybe I should always check my work. What's a different strategy you might use? Okay, think about that. You have lots of strategies to use. Okay, and you can always check your answers. Nope, we're not going to do that one because we don't have time. But that is a good practice one. Show your work on an open number line. Randomly pick a number out of someone's head, add it to another addend, another number, 3 digits, and then show it on an open number line. Okay, this is it. We're done after you answer this. What did you learn today? Anything? Tell me one little thing you learned today. What did you learn today? Oh, Emmy, be specific. Tell me one little thing you learned. Come on. Oh, what was that thing we talked about starting with the what did we learn, Ava? Tell me one little thing we learned today. What about the mod dolls? What about what hundreds really look like? What about expanded form? Oh, wow, here comes all. Oh, Yep. Starting with the greater number. Let's see. Yep, you can turn it around. Learning a little bit more about how to show it on an open number line. Oh, you did learn a little bit about regrouping. That's good. We don't always need to regroup, but if we don't start with the ones, we might not regroup where we need to. So it's important to always start first with the greater number, and secondly, when you start to solve your problem, start with the ones. Start with the ones. Do it in reverse. All right, loves. So give me your poll. How confident do you now feel? A little bit more confident? You got this. Let's see. They have this reversed. Let me see. It says A, I need more practice. C, I understand. C is like you got this. And B is I just need a little more practice. Oh, very nice. If you're noticing it, you know how to model 3-digit addition problems using both an open number line, vertical equation. No, wait, let me get that right. Open number lines and models, place value models, the waffles, the 10 rods, and the ones. Okay, then you got this. You should also learn how to check your work. So practice trying it a different way. Oh, somebody's smiling at you. Who's looking? Thank you for learning with me. It's time for our game. If you need to go,